Example number 70. Solve the following logarithmic equation. Log 2y plus 5 to base 3 is equals to 1 minus log y to base 3. So what do we have here? We must have the same base all through. This is when we can use the laws of logarithm, isn't it? So we are going to have log 2y plus 5 to base 3 is equals to, here we have 1. We introduce log 3 to base 3 because log 3 to base 3 is 1 to ensure that we have same base all through. Are we together? Then it is minus. There we have log y to base 3. So when we introduce log 3 to base 3, we have base 3, base 3, base 3 in each and every term. So we can now use the laws of logarithm. A log of a number to the same base is 1. So the next step is to get rid of the coefficient, isn't it? Meaning this coefficient 1 will become the power there. 3 raised to power 1 is just 3. Are we together? 3 raised to power 1 is just like that. So the next thing, one term on either side of the equation. So on this side we have log 2y plus 5 to base 3 is equals to log to base 3 of what? 3 over y. Meaning subtraction goes to that. If you check the log inside, this division goes back to subtraction. We factorize out log to base 3 outside, then subtraction implies division. It is 3 divided by y. If you turn log to base 3 inside, it now becomes log 3 to base 3. Division goes to subtraction. Are we together? So if you have a single term now on the other side of the equation, you now ignore the log. Is that okay? Are we together? So if you ignore the log, you remain with 2y plus 5 is equals to 3 over y. So to get rid of y in the denominator, we multiply both sides of the equation by y, isn't it? So that y will cancel out with that y. Are we together? So we get y times 2y, 2y squared, y times 5, then 3 coming this side, it becomes is equals to, which numbers gives you a product of 2 times negative 3, a product of negative 6, and a sum of positive 5? They are negative 6, positive 6, and negative 1. Isn't it? Positive 6 and negative 1. So it means we can use factorization, isn't it? So we are going to have 2y squared plus 6y minus y minus 3 is equals to. It is not a must use factorization. If you are comfortable with the quadratic formula, you use quadratic formula. Sendio, quadratic formula is the easiest method. But here I'm used to doing factorization when I see it, isn't it? But quadratic formula is the best. Are we together? Quadratic formula is the best. So what do you get here? 2y into y plus 3. Here the common factor is negative 1, isn't it? If you factorize out negative 1, you remain with y plus is equals to. Are we together? So join that. This is 2y minus 1. 2y minus 1. Then it is times y plus is equals to 0. So it is either 2y minus 1, which is 0, or y plus 3 is equals to 0. So if you solve this first one, what do you get? You get y negative 1 going the other side positive 1. You divide both sides by 2. If you solve this, you get y is a half, isn't it? If you solve this, you get y is negative 3. Because we have these logarithms which are not absolute value, the solution of y cannot be negative. Are you seeing that? So it implies our solution is y is equals to a half, the first solution. When the value of y is negative and this is not absolute value, then it is undefined. Are we together? So y is 1 over 2. And that is how to solve such kind of problem.